Hi everyone, it's Karen the Geordie Grandma. I'm back with another 7 eBay sales video. I thought I'd continue to do these as long as I could until sales grind to a halt. Before I get started with what I've sold, I just wanted to show you some sales graphs. So I'll start with this is from my PayPal account. This is a 30-day sales insight report, and you can see here that my sales are down 4% over the month from last year. Sales have been £1,518 for the past 30 days, but I thought I would break that down into weeks. So we'll have a look at, this is the 21st of Feb to the 27th of Feb, so probably before all of the pandemic stuff got started. My sales were down 11% from a year ago, which was probably pretty normal for me because I had stopped listing as much. I'd been on holiday and had a cold and whatnot, so not the coronavirus, it was just a cold. So sales were down a little bit, but they were still £472 for the week. The week after that, so the 28th of Feb to the 5th of March, they'd gone up a bit from last year, 111% up. They were £477. And then there was a remarkable difference the week after. They went right down to £209 for the week, which was 42% down from a year ago, which was totally understandable considering, you know, people were starting to think, you know, this pandemic is a really serious thing, and we're not going to have as much money and all that. So they did go down to £209, which halved my weekly sales. And for last week, they'd gone up a little bit to £252, but still, you know, nearly half of what they've been weekly. So it is quite concerning that sales are dropping. I can totally understand why people don't want to buy. You know, I'm self-employed. This is my full-time job, even though sometimes I don't work full-time at it. It is my full-time income. I don't earn anything else. I don't have enough subscribers on YouTube to earn anything from that. Warren, like I've said before, he does do decorating, and it's usually domestic decorating, so in people's houses. So his clients or his jobs have pretty much stopped coming in. I think he's got 1 or 2 lined up for the next week or so, if he's able to go and do them, and then he's got nothing on, and that is his full-time business. So if he doesn't get any decorating work in, all we're relying on is my eBay sales. So it is quite a worrying time. Car boots in our area have all closed until further notice. I'm assuming, you know, the charity shops may be open at the moment. I haven't been out for a couple of days, but I would assume they'll probably be closing too. However, the auction is still open for now, so I'm going to have to see how much I can buy, you know, from the auction. But it's a case of, if I've got no money coming in, I can't afford to buy, and if I can't afford to buy, I can't afford to list. So it's a bit of a vicious circle. But anyway, I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing. I'm going to list what I can until everything kind of grinds to a halt, and then we'll have to take it from there. But I'm not going to get disheartened. I am going to keep my eBay shop open. I'm not going to get down about it. You know, you can only do what you can do. We'll just carry on and see what happens. So that's enough of that bit, and we'll get straight into the sales. This first sale is this really pretty blue and white ceramic ginger jar. Very pretty jar. It was in immaculate condition. Really pretty pattern, very Chinese style. Didn't have any markings on the bottom, so there was no make. It came from an auction lot. I bought 2 boxes of just random ceramic china items. There was quite a lot of stuff in. Some of it from those 2 boxes, you know, got took to the charity shops because they just weren't worth listing. There was a couple of things broken, so I threw them out. But I managed to get 22 items listed from those 2 boxes. The 2 boxes cost me altogether £15.60, including the commission. So each item I listed owes me 17 pence, which was a brilliant, brilliant find. A lot of people don't pick up these boxes of just random stuff because they don't think they're worth it, but you can usually find some really decent stuff in there. So I always have, a good rummage just to see if it's worth bidding on, and this one definitely was. So I did take an offer on this jar. It sold for £9, and after fees that was a profit of £7.16. Next is some Playmobil. This was part of a bundle I picked up at a car boot sale a few weeks ago, and the whole bundle cost me £50, and I got five lots listed from that whole bundle. There was a zoo, there's a hotel that I've still got. I've sold the zoo. There was one of those carry-along houses with a camper van and a swimming pool. Put that together as a bundle. That's sold. And this playground was the third thing to sell, and I've got another 2 items still listed. So I'd already taken £90 already on the things that I'd listed, and this one was one of the smaller bundles. I took an offer on this of £20, which I was happy to do. It was quite a small bundle. Not all of the bits were there from the original sets, which I always say in the condition. It had the instructions included. It had a little zip wire park, which I thought was quite cute. I haven't seen that before. A little seesaw sand pit kind of thing, and another little slidey skate park kind of thing, and this little swing piece at the back as well. So it was a nice little set, and I was happy to let it go for £20. After fees, that gave me a profit of £6.17. Not a big profit, but like I say, I'd already sold 2 of the bigger items, so I was quite happy with that. This next thing was something else I was really pleased with. These bowls were also from the auction boxes that the ginger jar came from, so again owed me 17p. These were Maxwell Williams bowls, the white with a gold rim. Quite a shallow bowl, so I was assuming they were pasta bowls. You won't get much soup in it, I don't think. There was also 6 plates in the same box, Maxwell Williams plates, the same design, the white with the gold rim, and they actually sold on the same day to a different person, but I thought I'd show these ones. These sold for £24.95 plus post, and they were going to London. So after fees, that was a profit of £19.99 on those, and I sold the 6 plates for £20, which again was a nice profit considering that they only owe me 17p. I'm always quite surprised on how quickly some of these things get snapped up, especially in the auction boxes that people don't seem to want to bid on. I mean, I got these boxes for £12 plus commission, and already with the plates, the bowls and the ginger jar, I've made a fantastic profit on that. So I'm quite surprised that more people actually don't bid on them, but I'm happy that they don't. Maybe they will now that I'm saying it though. But anyway, that was a nice profit. Next again is another auction lot. This was an antique rustic wooden spinning chair, 3-legged stool. I think they've also been called birthing stools. Don't think I'd like to give birth on that actually, but never mind, we just called it a spinning stool in the listing. It was a nice thing. I think people must use these for, obviously they don't sit on them, they must use them for decoration. This did have a little bit of damage to it. One of the legs, the wood was split on it, and it's got a little bit of wear, but obviously it's antique, it's quite old, but it's a very nice item. I had this listed for £60 and I took an offer on it of £50. Now I did have postage of £15 on it because I thought it's quite a big thing, and I thought it's not going to go through Hermes. I'm probably have to go and send this parcel force. But when I had a look at it after it sold, I realised that it really easily came to pieces. So you could unscrew the 3 legs, and there was a little bolt in the back of the seat there that quite easily unscrewed. So each piece came away, and the box was much smaller that it could be sent in. So I actually refunded this guy £7. I emailed him and I said, look, it does come to bits really easily, so I hope you don't mind that I've done that, and I can refund you £7, and it is really easy to put back together. He didn't message me back, so hopefully he's happy with that. So I sold that for £50 and it owed me £12.52. I bought 2 spinning chairs at the auction. They were in the same lot for £25.04 it cost me. The other spinning chair is a little bit different. It's classed as a Welsh spinning chair, so it's a little bit ornate. But this one was the first to go, and after fees that was a profit of £28.67, which I was very happy with. And I'll definitely be picking up more of these. Next is a jigsaw. This one is all about the brands that built Britain, so nice jigsaw. Wouldn't have minded doing this myself actually. It was quite fun to look through all of the different brands and think, oh god, yes, I remember that. I think a lot of them you can actually still get today. Bird's Custard, maybe not in the same box, but yeah, a really nice jigsaw. It was new and sealed. I paid £4 for this from a charity shop, and somebody paid £15 for it. I think I had this on for £20 actually, and I took an offer of £15, and they actually sent a message saying this was going as a present to somebody, so please don't put an invoice in the box, which I don't usually do anyway. So I paid £4, sold for £15 plus post, and after fees that was a profit of £8.48. Next is this Manchester City Football Club single duvet cover and pillowcase, sealed, never been out of the bag. I got this from a charity shop. I paid £5 for it. Not a lot to say about it really. I don't know anything about football. I have no allegiance to any football club, so it didn't bother us picking a Manchester one up, even though I'm from, you know, Newcastle would probably be my local team. Really don't care. I don't follow football at all. So I thought it's bound to be of interest to someone. I listed it for £29.95 and it did sell for the full asking price. I have had it maybe 3 months. Had no offers on it, but it did sell for the full price of £29.95, and after fees that was a very nice profit of £18.97. And last but not least is this Harry Potter musical snow globe. Again, this came from the auction. I just wanted to show you the other things that came with this lot. Let's just find it. They were all musical items. There was 3 Betty Boops one, as well as the Harry Potter. There was 3 Betty Boop musical figures. So there's a one Betty Boop on a motorbike, Betty Boop with a boa scarf and a little dog, and this Betty Boop who's in, you know, an old-fashioned American diner. There's also this one. These weren't as good quality as the Betty Boops. This one is like a little, what would you call that, a pagoda kind of thing with a man and woman dancing. Actually reminded me of the last scene in the first Twilight film. If anybody's watched the Twilight films, you'll know what I mean. And this one that was actually my favourite, this one with the little mice schoolroom. You know, when you put the music on, these little figures either turn around, the seesaw moves up and down, this little guy comes in and out of the shoe he's in. It's just so cute. I'd love to keep that for Harriet for when she's older, but you know, she's only 1, so it's going to be a few years, so I'm very sorry it's getting sold. So altogether these things cost me £25.04. It was £20 plus commission at the auction. I'm really surprised nobody bid more than £20 on these. You know, I bid up to, there was another bidder and I bid the £20 and then nobody else bid again, and I'm thinking, really, why is nobody bidding? I had looked at them and there was nothing wrong with them, and I'm thinking, am I missing something? But when I got them home, they were in perfect condition. All the musical features worked on them, so I was really pleased to get those. So they cost me £25.04. I listed 6 items, obviously with the Harry Potter, so they owed me £4.17 each. Just go back to the Harry Potter one. I'm not a huge Harry Potter fan, but I know they're collectible things, and this was quite a nice one. The music was quite nice. I believe that means a little night music. Eine kleine Nachtmusik. That's my German for you. Snow globe and musical box. Yeah, very nice thing. So I had it listed for £49.95 and somebody offered me £39 for it, so I thought, yeah, I'm definitely going to take that. I'm very happy with that. It only owes me £4.17, and this is going off on the GSP to France. Hopefully it's going to get there and then don't have to wait weeks for it. After fees, that was a very nice profit of £27.02, and I've still got the other 5 musical figures listed, so hopefully they'll sell soon as well. So those are my 7 sales for this week. I hope you found that of some interest. Hope you found my downward turn in sales interesting. It would be interesting to know anybody else who sells on eBay, you know, if they're seeing a downward turn. I think it possibly depends on what you sell. That's why I've tried to sell a range of things altogether, because I didn't want to get pigeonholed into one kind of niche. I know a lot of people do, but that wasn't my business model when I started out. I know there's some people who have decided to close their eBay shops, and I hummed and hawed a little bit about even doing this video, because I thought, is it in bad taste showing people what I'm earning? But no, I personally think, you know, sharing with other eBay sellers what you've sold and how sales are going, and how, you know, how this coronavirus is affecting. We're not even classed as small businesses, really. We're self-employed people, and it's interesting to know how it's affecting people like us, and, you know, maybe share helpful information on what we can do to keep going through this crisis. But anyway, that's enough rambling. So if you do have any tips or you want to share anything with me, please leave them in the comments below. I'd be really happy to read them. If you did like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel and you'd like to see more of these eBay videos, I do other videos as well, but if you would like to see more of them, just click the subscribe button and then click the little notification bell, and you'll get notified when I put new videos up. So once again, I hope you found that interesting, and I'll see you again really soon. Bye for now.